This is the Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G and I genuinely don't know how to feel about the price. On one hand, it feels like a stretch, and on the other hand, you are looking at a telephoto camera, a 144Hz curved AMOLED display, IP68, IP69 and IP69K water resistance rating, and a 6150 mAh battery. On paper, that's a lot of phone for the money. But here is the thing, when I tell you what this phone actually costs, you are going to have a reaction. I just don't know if it is going to be the reaction Tecno is hoping for, because there are some things they left off the spec sheet of this phone, and that's exactly what we are going to talk about in this video. The Camon 50 Pro 4G is Tecno's mid-range flagship for 2026, and I want to be clear about what that means in this market, because Tecno built this phone knowing exactly who is going to buy it. This is not a phone for someone who just needs something that makes calls, and it's not a phone for someone who can comfortably walk into a store and buy whatever they want. This phone is for the person in the middle, someone who is done with the low end but can't quite jump significantly spending flagship money, someone who wants to feel good about the phone in their hand without the price tag that usually comes with that feeling. That's the brief Tecno was working with, and honestly, in a lot of ways they delivered. But the question was never whether they could build an impressive phone on paper. The question is whether it holds up when you are actually using it. Now, before we get into the entire experience of using the Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G, let's talk about what's inside the box, because Tecno always turns up. They always turn up. You get a SIM ejector tool, a screen protector, a plastic case that matches the color of the phone, and a 45-watt charger. You also get a USB A to C cable for charging the phone. And I want to pause on that for a second, because in 2026, a lot of brands at this price point are shipping phones with nothing but a cable. Tecno gave you a case and a screen protector out of the box, and that's money you are not spending at the market on the first day. Small things, but when you're already stretching your budget to actual price of this phone, it really matters. Now let's talk about the price, because this is the reaction I was warning you about in the intro. The Camon 50 Pro 4G is priced at 499,000 naira, and for that price, you're getting the only model with 8 GB RAM and 256 GB storage space. There is no other storage or RAM variant out there, and there is no slots for memory expansion on this phone. Within the same price, the conversation is going to get really interesting, because you can pick up the Infinix Note 60 Pro for 499,980 naira, and it is a different phone from the Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G. It has a Snapdragon processor and it supports 5G. But I also want to hear from you. Drop a comment and let me know which other phone you think I should compare the Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G up against. Also, subscribe to the channel. We are closer to 100,000 subscribers, and it will be an absolute dream come true to achieve that milestone. Now, picking up the Camon 50 Pro 4G for the first time, it hits you immediately how lightweight it is for a phone with a large 6150 mAh battery. The slight curve at the back makes it sit naturally in your hand, and the curved edges means after using the phone for hours, you won't feel uncomfortable in your palm. The back of my black colorway has a matte finish, and it does well at hiding fingerprint stains. There are 3 cameras at the back housed in a raised platform, and the flash and indicator light that blinks red for notification is just beside the raised platform. On the left side, we have the one tap button, which summons Tecno AI Assistant with a hold, or opens Flash Snap with a single tap. More about Flash Snap in a bit. My only complaint here is that you can't remap the button to do something else. That feels like a missed opportunity. It comes with stereo speakers, and we also have an IR blaster up top on the phone. The IR blaster comes in handy. It can be used to control TVs and other electronics maybe around you. The design is clean and bold, and it doesn't look like a phone that costs less than 500k. Turn it up front, we have a 6.78-inch 1.5K AMOLED display with a 144Hz refresh rate, and the display is curved, but it's not kind of aggressively curved. Using the display on a daily basis feels smooth in a way that cheap phones don't. The Tecno Camon 50 Pro also has an under-display fingerprint scanner, and is relatively fast at unlocking the phone. Peak brightness is around 4500 nits, which makes it visible under the direct sunlight. Colors are punchy, you get deep blacks. It feels like Tecno did not cut corners on the display. The bezels are even around the display, and genuinely, the display is one of the best things about this phone. Tecno is also calling this the Pro XDR Eye Care display, because of how it handles blue light. The Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G is powered by the MediaTek Helio G200, which is a processor many of you think shouldn't be priced at around 500k, and I completely agree with you. Let's talk about what the chipset can do and what it cannot do. For everyday tasks, social media, streaming, navigation, calls, WhatsApp, the chip will handle it well without breaking a sweat. Multitasking is also fine. You're not going to be frustrated by daily performance. Gaming is where it gets nuanced. Light to medium games like Candy Crush, Subway Surfers, and Call of Duty at medium settings work well. If you are a serious mobile gamer, however, who plays Genshin Impact at high settings and expect consistent frame rates, this is not the phone for you. The chipset can't record 4K videos, and we will talk more about that in a bit. The Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G is running on Android 16 based on HiOS 16. Tecno is also promising 3 years of software updates and 5 years of security updates. And while it's not the industry standard, I will say that it's commendable. HiOS has gotten better over time, and with this iteration, you are getting flash memo, health assistant, and cloud storage. These are genuinely useful additions. The software feels smoother and fluid, and everything looks good on the display. But there is always a but with Tecno phones. You get a few apps installed out of the box, and these are apps we clearly did not ask for. You can do a little bit of cleanup before you start using the phone and remove the apps that you don't like. You can also do a lot of customizations, and I especially like this depth effect they introduced with wallpapers. One of the important features I have to mention is the one-tap transfer tool for iPhone. It makes sending files from any Tecno phone to an iPhone easy, but it only supports the iPhone 12 upwards. There are a ton of AI features on this phone, and by just swiping left on the home screen, you will be into the Tecno AI world. The one I found myself actually using is one-tap flash memo. You tap the right button to capture a thought, a reminder, or a voice note, and it goes straight into a personal database they call AI Mind Hub. If you are someone who is always forgetting things you want to come back to, this is legitimately convenient. There is also the AI health assistant that monitors your health in real time and gives you personalized suggestions. Useful if you actually pay attention to that kind of thing. On the camera side, the AI tools do real work. The AI flare remover, reflection remover, and shadow remover are not gimmicks. If you've ever taken a shot through a window or in a room with overhead lighting and gotten a ruined photo, these tools can fix that. The image to video generator does exactly what it sounds like. The one that I think would actually matter to students and professionals is YouTube Video AI Notes. If you are watching a long video, maybe a lecture, a tutorial, or documentary, the phone is going to generate notes from those videos automatically for you. That's a real use case. Now, here's my honest take on all of this. These features are good. Some of them are great. A lot of them depend on your internet connection, and some are still rolling out via update. Meaning, right now, some of the AI features are not really active, and some of them are not even useful to me or maybe even you. There are a lot of them that looks like gimmick on the phone. Let me know what you think about Tecno AI. And I think they are one of the brands that give you AI at this price point. Let's talk about the camera, because the Camon series by Tecno is always camera centric. It's where they give you the best in terms of camera. Tecno put 3 cameras on the back of this phone: a 50 megapixel Sony Litia 700C main sensor, a 50 megapixel 3x telephoto lens, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens. I want to go through each one honestly because they don't all tell the same story. Starting with the main camera. In daylight, this is the best camera I have seen at this price point. The Sony sensor is doing real work here. Details is sharp, colors are accurate without being oversaturated, and skin tones look like actual skin tones. A lot of phones in this segment have a habit of making everything look painted, over sharpened, over processed. The Camon 50 doesn't do any of that. What you shoot is close to what you see with your own eyes. Now, the telephoto, I was not expecting much from this because in my experience, telephoto cameras on mid-range phones are usually just there for the spec sheet. But the 3x optical zoom on this phone genuinely surprised me. Shots are sharp, there is real detail at 3x that holds up even when you zoom into the image after snapping them. If you are at a ceremony, a graduation, a match, and the person you are trying to capture is across the room, this camera will get you that shot. The 60x super zoom is there if you are curious, but anything that goes past 10x zoom is just show off. Don't rely on it. For night mode, Tecno is calling this AI Light Master 2.0, and for once, the marketing name is not an exaggeration. Low light shots on this camera are genuinely usable. Not usable if you squint and nobody looks closely. It is actually usable. The kind of shots you can post without feeling embarrassed. Dark rooms, outdoor events at night, street shots after sunset, the phone handles all of it more confident than I expected. Now, the two things I have to be honest with you about is the ultra-wide 8 megapixel lens, and you feel the drop in quality the moment you switch to it. Compared to the main camera, it is noticeably kind of worse, especially in low light situations. If you shoot a lot of group photos, wide landscape or architecture, this camera is going to let you down. It is not unusable, but it's clearly where Tecno made a budget decision. And then there is video. The phone cannot record 4K video. The Helio G200 chip has a hard ceiling at 2K 30 frames per second, and no software update is going to change that. I want to be direct about this. If you're a content creator and 4K footage matters to your workflow, this phone is not for you. That's not a criticism. It's just a fact you need to know before you spend your money on this phone. But if you are shooting something for social media, for just memories, or for maybe everyday casual moments, the camera on this phone will make you look good and appear good. And that's the price. Now, the Camon 50 Pro 4G has a 6150 mAh battery, and during my testing, I was comfortably getting through a full day and still had a small battery left before going to bed. I used it exactly how I will use my phone: calls, texting, emails, watching YouTube, little bit of camera and hotspot sometimes. The phone held up through the day without any battery anxiety on my side. The 45-watt charging brick also does a good job. It charges the phone from 0 to 100 in around an hour. The battery and charging speed is really commendable, and it is one of the things I love a lot about this phone. So, should you buy the Tecno Camon 50 Pro 4G? If you're upgrading from a lower end phone, this will feel like a serious leap. The display, the camera, the battery, all of it will feel like an upgrade from day one. Same thing if battery life is your number one priority. The 6150 mAh battery is not just a spec, it's peace of mind. But if you're a serious gamer who needs high frame rates on demanding titles, this is not the phone for that. And if you're a content creator who depends on 4K video, just know you can't depend on this to get that quality. Now, for everyone else who wants a phone that looks good, shoots well, and survives a full day, the Camon 50 Pro 4G ends that price. The weaknesses are real, but they are specific. If they don't apply to you, the phone deserves your money. Drop a comment, let me know what you think about the phone, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'm going to see you in the next video.